Okay, so naturally I just woke up and I just want to say, we won! Anyway, so I woke up and of course I woke up to a whole bunch of text messages and phone calls. And I'm like, what is going on? So I did not stay up late last night to watch night 2 of the Cowboy Carter tour. But I was overjoyed, elated, filled with so much glee to know that the set list had been changed for night 2 of Cowboy Carter. In fact, some of my favorite songs were added. This time we got Irreplaceable, Single Ladies, If I Were a Boy, and Love on Top. The Material. Let's dig deep into the catalog, B. Last night, Mama Tina also joined on stage to celebrate her #1 New York Times bestseller, Matriarch, which she deserves. I am so thrilled and happy to see Miss Tina really getting the shine that she deserves. Here are my 2 theories. First, it could be that every city is just going to get a new set list, and this was already planned from the jump, right? The second theory is, and I think the second theory kind of makes more sense. If you know anything about Broadway, the way that Broadway works, right, is that you have your rehearsals, but then you have previews, and then you have opening night, and a lot of people don't know this. So during previews, there are notes given after every show, right? So that means if you come see a preview on Broadway, the show that you see one night may change the next night. When I was on Elf, during previews, every day was different. I remember the first preview we had, I had different lines. On the second night, my lines had been changed and switched with other people because it helped make the story better. My theory is that Beyonce is using these first initial nights as previews. And that is why there is so much time in between each show. Specifically, the first show. I think what is happening is that she is doing a show, then watching it back, then taking notes, then using the days in between to make adjustments and changes. And I also think that they are paying attention to the feedback that is being given online, because I know there were a lot of people that felt a certain way about the pits on the floor. However, when people came back for night 2, the pits had been moved closer to the stage. And this is what I love about Beyonce as an artist. Because there were some people that felt some type of way about my critique that I gave. And I already knew that was going to happen. Listen, I've been in the Beehive my whole entire life. I know how we get. I understand it. However, I also know the type of artist that Beyonce is. And I do not believe that Beyonce is the artist that feels as though she is above critique. And I also believe that Beyonce is the type of artist that is always trying to be better. And I also know as an artist myself, sometimes the first thing that we give out needs a little bit of tweaking, needs to be changed a little bit. And you pay attention to the feedback that is given. Beyonce has said from the jump that she never wants to be a person that is complacent or an artist that stays stagnant. The only way you can grow is by receiving feedback and making adjustments accordingly. But anyway, I'll see y'all at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And I can't wait to see what's different for that show.